President Bongbong Marcos's longtime lawyer Vic Rodriguez steps down from his post as executive secretary. Voting for the plebiscite to split Maguindanao into two provinces has officially closed. And motorists may expect another rollback in prices of petroleum products next week. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Riza Diaz. We begin the newscast with the recently concluded plebiscite in the province of Maguindanao. Let's get more details. Mon Gualvez is reporting to us live on the ground. Mon, good evening. Can you tell us the latest?
Riza, the canvassing of votes for the plebiscite to divide Maguindanao into two has been suspended. This is to streamline the counting and prevent delays or suspensions in hearings as officials wait for the certificates of canvass. In a press briefing by the Commission on Elections and Local Government officials, COMELEC Chairman George Garcia said the counting was immediately suspended after the Provincial Board of Canvassers convened. That means it will officially start by tomorrow morning. Garcia said it's also best that their personnel are well rested. But the poll body clarified that watchers can still monitor in the capital to ensure transparency in the process. The plebiscite was done in cognizance to Republic Act No. 11550, which would divide the province into two, Maguindanao del Norte and del Sur. The COMELEC estimates voter turnout at around 70%, the highest in the history of plebiscites in the country. Officials said it was a peaceful electoral process as no violent incidents have been reported from checkpoints to polling centers. Riza, if no issues or problems arise, the COMELEC may be able to unveil the result of today's plebiscite before noontime tomorrow. Riza?
Thank you for those updates. That was Mon Gualvez reporting live from Maguindanao. Meanwhile, Attorney Vic Rodriguez has stepped down from his post as executive secretary. Rodriguez said that being an executive secretary entails a 24/7 duty, something which he cannot do as his family needs him. However, he added that he will continue to serve in the government as the presidential chief of staff. Malacanang said the post was created by Administrative Order No. 1 assigned by President Bongbong Marcos. Recall that Rodriguez has been under fire for several weeks over his alleged involvement in the sugar importation fiasco. Now, over ₱1 billion has been distributed under the government's educational ayuda program. JC Cosico with the report.
Uwi na po kayo para magpahinga po kayo. Wala pong ano ngayon. Hindi na masaya.
This was the scene at the Social Welfare Department's central office in Quezon City. Security guards asked people who tried to claim the educational ayuda to go home as there was no scheduled payout on Saturday. Some of them tried to walk in, despite earlier reminders that they will not be accommodated. Fe, for instance, registered online last month but has yet to receive a text confirmation.
Nakakainip. Hindi namin siguraduhin kung talagang magkakaroon yung mga anak ko. Baka mamaya wala na talaga, sa isang taon na lang.
Over in Navota City, 69-year-old Priscilla still went to the payout center despite experiencing difficulty in walking. She received 2,000 for her grandchildren.
Ihapon po. Kailangan ko po yun. Kailangan ko po yun. Ano po yung mga ng aso ko. Mga pangangailangan sa school.
4,000 pesos meanwhile was handed out to Elizabeth. She tried to apply her other child but failed as online applications have already been closed since September 10.
Okay lang naman yun. Basta nakakuha na kami. Blessing na rin yun. Hindi naman ako naghahangad ng malaki.
As of September 17, the DSWD has exceeded its 400,000 target beneficiaries for the educational ayuda. Disbursed amounts have reached over ₱1 billion, with mostly college and elementary students receiving the aid. With almost 500 billion pesos yet to be disbursed, the DSWD said payouts may be extended beyond September 24, the last day supposedly of the payout.
Pinag-aaralan din po talaga ni Secretary dahil nga sa dami po ng aplikante, baka magkaroon po ng one time big time na payout kahit yun na lang po yung ating exit.
But the agency maintained that online applications for the cash assistance will not be opened anymore. For News 5, JC Cosico, we are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Another round of oil price rollbacks is expected next week. Unioil Philippines is forecasting that firms would decrease diesel prices by up to 4 pesos per liter. Gasoline prices, meanwhile, could be slashed by up to 15 centavos. Official price adjustments will be announced on Monday, a day prior to its effectiveness. Meanwhile, the LTFRB has approved fare increases for jeepneys, buses, taxis, and ride-hailing services. Starting October 4, minimum fare for traditional jeepneys will now be 12 pesos, while modern jeepneys will charge a minimum fare of 14 pesos. Ordinary city buses will now have a base fare of 13 pesos with additional 2 pesos and 25 centavos per succeeding kilometer. Air-conditioned city buses will have 15 pesos minimum fare with 2 pesos and 65 centavos per succeeding kilometer. Meanwhile, ordinary provincial buses will charge a base fare of 11 pesos. Flag-down rates for taxis and TNVS were also adjusted upwards by 5 pesos. Both taxis and sedan-type TNVS will have a flag-down rate of 45 pesos, while AUVs and SUVs will be at 55 pesos. Flag-down rates for hatchback types has been set at 35 pesos. Cosmetic prices in the United States rose in August by the most in almost 16 years amid the return of on-site work and social functions. More details in this video.
Makeup is getting more expensive, and it's kind of our fault. According to the latest Consumer Price Index, U.S. cosmetics prices rose in August by the most in almost 16 years. That may be because of increased demand as people return to work and social events after 2+ years in the depths of the pandemic. Bloomberg's consumer behavior expert Olivia Rockman has the numbers for us. Olivia, just how much did these costs go up?
Cosmetics prices just between July and August rose 2.3%, and that was the biggest increase since 2006. And then from a year earlier, the prices were up the most since 2009. And so we're looking at the fastest increases in 15 or more years.
Are there other factors at play here, like the global supply chain, supply and demand?
Largely it's because of demand. We're back in offices, back at restaurants. Men and women alike are wanting to look their best. And so as they spend more on these products, the brands can charge more.
Well, considering how much one trip to Sephora costs me, I might have to start rethinking my makeup budget.
Now for more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also watch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.